Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
Wall Street Journal World News.
September 2, 8 o'clock America, New York. U.S. arms makers look overseas to boost stockpiles. With demand for weapons surging in Ukraine and concerns rising about China, the Pentagon is supporting friend-shoring manufacturing lines abroad.
Wall Street Journal World News.
September 2, 8 o'clock America, New York. Who are the names in Jeffrey Epstein's calendar? A WSJ investigation reveals meetings with politicians and executives and the kinds of favors Epstein did for them.
Wall Street Journal World News.
September 2, 8 o'clock America, New York. Buildings are empty, now they have to go green. Rising rates, falling occupancy, and new carbon taxes are hitting building owners.
Global Issues News Headlines.
September 2, 8 o'clock America, New York. From the field. Literacy classes for Afghan girls and women. Afghanistan's Logar province is one of the most conservative areas in the country. Even before the decision of the de facto authorities to suspend girls' access to beyond primary education, most families did not let their girls go to school.
Wall Street Journal World News.
September 2, 8 o'clock America, New York. China's neighbors shouldn't cheer on its slowdown. If China's economy continues to turn sour, things could start to look uglier for other Asian markets too.
WorldCBSNews.com.
September 2, 7:59 America, New York. Muhammad Al-Fayed, businessman who battled English royals, dies at 94. Al-Fayed was convinced his son Dodi and Princess Diana were killed in a conspiracy masterminded by Prince Philip, the husband of Queen Elizabeth II.
The Independent.
September 2, 7:21 America, New York. Jimmy Buffett's laid-back party vibe created adoring parrot heads and success beyond music. Jimmy Buffett celebrated slackers before the word existed, even though he was hardly one himself. Copyright, AP 2010.
BBC News World.
September 2, 7:20 America, New York. Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville singer, dies aged 76. The Grammy-nominated musician is also remembered as a successful author and entrepreneur.
Time, September 2, 7 o'clock America, New York. Want to honor Labor Day? Check your pay stub. There's a better way to honor Labor Day this year than shopping, hitting the beach, or BB-ching. Take a few minutes to look at your pay stub. Most Americans don't anymore. Mirror World News.
September 2, 6:51 America, New York. Woman recovering after vile ex branded her with tattoos on face and groin. Warning. Descriptions of abuse. Sick abuser Gabriel Henrique Alves Coelho, then 20, abducted his ex-girlfriend Tane Caldas in May last year before tying her up and forcibly tattooing his name on her face, breasts and groin in Taubaté, Brazil.
The Independent.
September 2, 6:25 America, New York. How does the new Pentagon UFO website work? Website is described as a one-stop shop for publicly available records related to UFOs. Copyright, AP.
The Independent.
September 2, 6:16 America, New York, Ecuador. Inmates in prison take over free 57 hostages after 24-hour standoff. Criminal gangs terrorize country as explosions rip across Ecuador. Copyright, AP. Wall Street Journal World News.
September 2, 6:09 America, New York. Russia's vast fortifications in Ukraine, visualized. Ukrainian troops will have to overcome a multi-layered Russian defensive line that includes trenches, anti-tank ditches and dragon's teeth.
New York Times World News.
September 2, 6:07 America, New York. Russia says it thwarted another attack on the Kerch Strait Bridge. Russia's Ministry of Defense said it had destroyed 3 sea drones targeting the Kerch Strait Bridge, a vital supply line for Moscow's forces that links occupied Crimea to Russia. Copyright. Alexei Pavlyshak, Reuters. The Kerch Strait Bridge in July.
RT World News.
September 2, 6:05 America, New York. Timofey Bordachev, funny old man Josep Borrell is a typical example of the arrogant mediocrities running the EU. The perception of reality embodied in the diplomat's remarks is no aberration, but a reflection of the EU's whole philosophy.
Wall Street Journal World News.
September 2, 6 o'clock America, New York. News quiz for September 2, 2023. Test your knowledge of the week's events as reported in The Wall Street Journal.